Hey guys, it's the beginning of October and the beginning of fall. So when I think of fall and fishing, I think of flounder. Now flounder is one of the best eating fish here along the Florida coast, and they're actually super easy to catch if you know how to target them. You'll want to go around places like docks or piers, or places with a flat sandy bottom where the flounder like to hide, and you'll just bump some live bait slowly across the bottom, stuff like bull minnows, pilchards, greenbacks, or a live shrimp, and you'll see if there's any flounder hiding out there. Now, I actually went to the Mexico Beach Pier the other day and caught 7 flounder there, but I didn't bring my camera, so I don't have any of that footage. So I'll tell you what, we're going to go back out there today and we're going to see if there's any more flounder hanging around. Alright, so we're at the Mexico Beach Pier here in Mexico Beach, Florida, and today we're going to be using greenbacks for bait. Normally I prefer bull minnows, but none of the bait shops had any, so I just grabbed my cast net, I went to a marina and caught some of these. Now you'll hook these guys to the cartilage right by their nose, because the rest of their body is actually very soft, and hooks pull out very easily. So when fishing a pier for flounder, you want to work along the pilings or along the side of the pier, because that's where flounder usually like to hunker down and hang out. So just cast it out there and slowly work it down the bottom, just bumping it, feeling your weight, just kind of bounce along the bottom of the ocean floor, and you'll be able to tell when a flounder grabs your bait. So like I said, I'm just working it by the edges of these pilings here, seeing if there's any flounder hanging around. Something you can also do is just take your line and walk it down the pier. This way you can cover the whole pier. It's good if there's nobody around. If there's people fishing to your left and right, don't. And something bumped it, so I'm going to give them a little bit of time to eat it. And then set the hook. This guy doesn't feel very big. Nope, he's just a little baby flounder. It's a little early in the season, so you're going to get a lot of small ones. They do have to be 12 inches in total length, and this guy's he's not even close. So we're just going to get the hook out of him, and we're going to go ahead and let him go. Pretty little guy. Alright. See you later, buddy. So you can also target them under the pier. If you cast your line under the pier, sometimes there's a lot of flounder hanging out there. And yep, I've got one. And this guy's a little bit bigger, especially compared to the others that I've been getting today. I still think he's a little bit small. Like I said, they have to be 12 inches total length from the tip of their nose to the end of their tail. And he looks like he's right around 10 or 11 inches, but just for the heck of it, I'm going to measure him out anyways. Really, they're not even worth eating until they're at least 12 inches anyways, because they don't have a lot of meat on them. Honestly, they don't get really that big until they're about 14, 15 inches. But we'll just measure him out real quick, and yeah, right at 11 inches, so he is too small, so he's going to go back in. And hopefully he'll get a lot bigger, and we'll catch him again. Alright, I'm just fishing under the pier again here, and looks like I've hung a fish here. And it's another little flounder. Yeah, there's not a lot of the big guys hanging around right now. It's all these little guys hunkered under this pier. I have seen some keepers caught this past week, but they're few and far between, especially with all these little guys wolfing down all these baits. If nothing else, though, they are fun to catch. Something's picked up my bait here. I think this feels like another little flounder there. Alright, well, at least we know they're here. Not a whole lot of big ones, but at least we're catching fish. That's not so bad. They're really liking these greenbacks. So we'll get him off and put him back in the water here. Alright, I've got another fish that's eating this bait that I just put right under the pier here. I'm going to give him a few seconds to really get it down into his mouth before I try and set the hook. And he feels a lot bigger. This could be a keeper flounder here. That is not a flounder. That is a little baby gag grouper. So yeah, other species like mangrove snapper and small grouper, black sea bass, and sheep's head will often hang around pier pilings too, so don't get too surprised if you end up hooking something that isn't a flounder. Now, grouper is out of season here, and he is entirely too small to keep. So I'm just going to get him off the hook and throw him back there. Faked me out, I thought he was a big old flounder. He pulled pretty hard for how small he is. Still a pretty cool catch. I've actually never caught a grouper off the Mexico Beach Pier before, so that's really neat. So I'm going to get the hook out of him. I'm using pliers because they do have some teeth and some strong jaws. Also be very careful when you're handling these guys because they do have very sharp gill slits, and they can cut you up pretty bad if you're not expecting it. Yeah, he's a pretty little guy. I tell you what, I don't catch these guys too often out here, so forgive me while I snap a quick picture with my phone real quick. You know, a picture's worth 1,000 words, right? Okay, wonderful. Let's throw him back. See ya, buddy. Well, that's all the time I've got for today. We got a few flounder, all of them were undersized, but it was still a lot of fun. As this cooler weather picks up, hopefully we'll be able to see some larger fish. We'll see you guys next time on the Catfish channel.